All right, hang on 1 second. What are y'all doing? Shit, give me a second. Hi, baby. You okay? Oh, it's my princess. One of my dogs wants to say hi to you guys. Say hi, baby. No. This is Shelby, her sister. Penny is on the ground looking at us like we're crazy. Go, baby, go. Anyways, hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Callaway Jones. I wasn't planning on making this video, but our boy James, JC, James Cameron, decided to drop a surprise trailer on us. The very first full-length trailer for Avatar 2, Way of the Water. So let's, full disclosure, I've already watched this trailer about 25 times. So you're actually going to be experiencing number 26. But hey, I'm pretty sure my reaction is going to be the same as it has been every single time that I've watched this trailer so far. So let's just get into it. And yeah. It's already the best visual effects ever made. Let's just go ahead and start there. Just get it out of the way. As a visual effects artist, I'm telling you, there has not been a visual effect made better than this. It just hasn't. But we'll get back to that. Preggers. Nope.
Dad, I know you think I'm crazy.
I've got a theory that I'm going to share with you guys about what's happening here.
But I feel her.
Who she's talking about. This ain't AWA. Not exactly.
I hear her heartbeat.
Look at that. Stop
She's
it.
so close.
I love the Banshee, man. I'm pretty sure these wells are going to be one of my faves.
So what does her heartbeat sound like?
Mighty.
Chills.
We cannot let you bring your war here.
Outcast. That's all they see.
I see.
I love that. I'll tell you that. God, this
The
music.
way of water connects all things. Before your birth and after your death.
This is our home!
I need you with me. And I need you to be strong. Strongheart.
Jesus Christ, yo. So dope. so sick. Alright, well, I'm gonna walk back through this here in a second here. Sorry, the UPS dude is downstairs dropping off my Amazon packages. He just pulled up. I can hear him through the patio door. There's like a lot going on right now. My Ring camera alarm went off. The fucking dude pulled up, my bad. Like I said, this was not expected. I mean, I literally just cooked a ribeye steak and made a Caesar salad. I was over there chowing down and I was like, God dang it, I gotta make a video. Cause I kept seeing other reactions and people kept getting shit wrong, man. Can't let people run around providing false information. So let's talk about it. I'm gonna go back and play it again. Here we go. All right, so first of all, let's just start here. This is the best visual effects, period. I don't care what any of you say. I've been a visual effects supervisor on at least 8 feature films at this point. As an actor, as a director, as a visual effects artist, as a generalist, just as an artist in the industry, I'm telling you, it's not an opinion. This is the greatest visual effects that have ever been committed to film so far, period. And I'm gonna say something else that's gonna sound crazy. Sorry about that helicopter. I'm gonna say something else that's gonna sound kind of crazy, but go to the theater right now. If you have a theater, if you're lucky enough to be in one of the theaters that has the original Avatar playing right now in 3D, do yourself a favor and go see it. It came out in 2009, and I would argue that to this day, that film has the best visual effects of any film ever made, period. Keep in mind, I am a huge, huge Marvel fan. I'm a huge fan of Marvel. I'm a huge fan of Disney, of DC, of all things grand, all things spectacle, all things art. And what they did in the first Avatar has not been surpassed until this. And looking at the water and the way they move, let me just explain it to you. Go back and watch any movie where someone or something has jumped in the water, and then watch them dive in the water at the beginning of this. You will note a difference, and the difference is weight. And the difference is how the water stops the body, at what speed it stops the body, and how the body naturally moves in the water. And the reason that it looks so real in this is because it is real for the first time ever. James Cameron and company developed a system that allowed them to motion track wearing bodysuits, physical bodysuits, and motion tracking technology that worked underneath the water. And so they were able to dive into the water and swim around and be in that environment and do choreography and everything else actually in the water. So none of this is fake. And that's a big part of why this movie looks so insane. But let's get back into it. Jesus Christ. This is so dope. Look at... Stop it. The skin textures, the eye motion, everything about this is just so stupid. I love that she's pregnant right there and how they showed it. Because, let me stop for a second. Neytiri is a natural fighter. And so her positioning as she holds the bow, it didn't take into account that she was pregnant, because for her, as a natural fighter, she forgot that there's a baby on board. And it's small details like that. And notice her movements as she notices, like the adjustments and whatnot. This isn't your typical CG. This is next level, because people, avatars, Navis, people, everything in this that's CG, it moves as if it's not. And that changes literally everything. Well, let's get back into it. Hang on. Girls, chill. I did not say come over here and bother me. I said chill with fighting each other. Go play. Just stop fighting each other. All right, let's get back into it.
I know you think I'm crazy.
I love this shot. Father teaching child. All right, so my theory here. That's amazing.
Just so close.
Wow.
So what does our heartbeat sound like?
So, my theory, because their god is Awa on this planet, and let me just say this really quickly as well, because people seem to have forgotten. So Pandora, which is where this takes place, is not a planet. Pandora is actually a moon that circles a planet. And so Pandora is just one of the moons circling this planet, one of many moons if you paid attention to the atmosphere in the first Avatar. And that said, this story does take place over, including the next 4 Avatar films, which means I don't think they're going to outright say what I'm about to say, but I do think that in the end, that's what we're going to discover. I also think that we're going to probably explore some of the other moons, if not the actual planet that Pandora is a moon of. Now, my theory is that Awa is actually not their god on the planet, but the planet. I'm pretty sure the planet's alive. And the reason I say that is because the daughter said to her father, she said to Jake, I know you think I'm crazy. Praying to Awa isn't crazy. Jake believes in Awa. But the fact that the daughter said, I know you think I'm crazy, means she feels like there's something more going on. And I think what she's feeling is that she can actually hear the planet speaking to her. And I think the reason for that is because when her character, who here again is played by Sigourney Weaver, her character died in the first one. And they tried to bring her back, but the human body wasn't strong enough. And as she died, if you remember, she literally said to Jake, she's real. Jake, she's real. I am with her. In relation to Awa at the time, or so we thought. I'm now thinking that Awa is actually the name that the planet has for herself. And that the daughter, because she passed through the eye of Awa and was reborn, reincarnated as a Na'vi, I think she has a special connection with the planet. But that's just a theory. I could be wrong, I could be right, who knows? But that's how I feel. Let's keep it going. Yo, God, bruh. These visuals are just next level, period. Nothing even comes close. Nothing comes close. All right, stop. Look at that. Look at that. The way the water is dripping down his hair and his face. Look at the skin textures. Look at the reflections. Those reflections, by the way, are the lighting around him in whatever area he happens to be in. And that's all real. Those reflections they're exact. And another thing to note, it's not the same glow as on his Na'vi dots. I told you my theory like 2 videos ago about what I think those Na'vi dot patterns are, because they're all different actually. Some similar to others, but they're all different. And I happen to think, well, I have my own theory about that. It's a long one, so go back and watch the other video if you want to see it. Sorry, there's a train going by right now. Okay, they're gone. Go watch that other video if you want to know more about my theory about that. But anyways, yeah, let's keep it moving. Just fuck, look at that. Dude, that is a dude in paint. Like, the actor who was playing him, look at his eyes right here. Dude is tired. That's a dude under there. So, but that's, again, just my opinion. That dude is tired. All right, let's keep it going. Sorry, I had to turn off my alarms. Up. So, that skull break right there, in my opinion, and again, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's Korich, the main bad guy from the original, played by Stephen Lang. And he's in a Na'vi. I don't know if he's in an avatar. I think he's in an avatar body. I'll have to go back and count the fingers because, as you know, avatars have one more finger than actual Na'vi. That's one of the identifiers. It's one of the ways to know if someone is a Na'vi, like an actual Na'vi, or if they're in an avatar. The avatars have 5 fingers versus the Na'vi, which only have 4. In any case, that was his own skull in my prediction. I think that's his own skull that he just picked up. And I think he crushed his own human skull from back before he died, which also leads me to believe this dude's a clone. I mean, there was a point in the original where he actually said to Jake, they can rotate me back. On his first day on Pandora, one of the Na'vi gave him this scar on his face. And he said, they can fix me. They can fix me right up. if I rotate back. And he said, but you know what? I kind of like it. It's a reminder every day of how dangerous it is here on Pandora. If they can just fix his scar right up just like that, I'm pretty sure they have the technology to clone. So I'm very curious to see, but that's definitely him. I'm very curious to see what happened, how he's back. But he's either a clone, he was reborn as a Na'vi, or he's somehow they saved him and he's in an avatar now so that he can move around the moon freely without detection. But again, these are all just theories. I could be right, I could be wrong. I guess we'll find out. And then I'll tell you my theory about, well, not my theory, but what I like about this part right here.
Your war here.
Outcast. That's all they see.
I see.
Totally here for that shot right there and for that storyline right there. Now, Avatar 2, The Way of Water, apparently is going to run. Right now it currently has a 3-hour and 10-minute runtime. And he's barely shown any of the story. We've seen all of 3 minutes of this film so far, or 4 minutes of this film so far, of 3 hours and 10 minutes. He hasn't shown us very much of anything, but he's also shown us so much, as we've already discussed. Now, this right here is clearly one of Jake and Neytiri's children from their tribe, and it looks like the daughter of the leader of this other tribe that doesn't want anything to do with the war that comes attached to the history of Jake and Neytiri with humanity. And it looks like him and the daughter of this other tribe are in love. And they both seem about, I don't know, they're probably 16 or 17 years old, which means we've got a little Romeo and Juliet situation on our hands here. And based off of a couple of shots towards the end here, I think someone might die. And not just someone, but someone important in this film. And first of all, I definitely don't think everyone's going to make it to Avatar 5 at all. In fact, I think Jake will probably die in 3 or 4. I don't think Jake's going to make it. I think Jake makes it to maybe 3, at most 4. And I think the Neytiri makes it. It's hard to say because everything about this sequel, and not just this sequel, but in relation to the sequel to the original. The original was land-based. This one's water-based. They say very often in this trailer, the way of water is life and how we are born in it, and then we die and we go back to it. And all these ideals of just things being yin and yang and running in a circle and how it's all connected. And I think that's the primary theme of this, the epic story, overarching story of the entire film series. So I think this one is really, really heavily focused on establishing the next generation of these characters, because I hate to say it, but I think they're going to kill off, they're for sure going to kill off Jake, in my opinion, and maybe even Neytiri. And these children are going to grow up. And I don't know what's going to happen beyond that, but I do know that there's a lot going on in this film. It's a 3-hour plus runtime, and we've seen all of 4 minutes. And most of it is mostly Jim and the studios hiding what's actually going on. Obviously, they don't want us to know anything at all, which is fine. I'm completely fine with that, because they can bank on the name of the Avatar brand, but they can also bank on James Cameron. And more than anything, they can bank on these fucking visuals. And let alone the visuals, but also the audio. I mean, this music is just breathtaking. The music combined with the imagery is just, it's beyond. Let's keep it moving. Bruh. Oh my God. Okay, stop for a second. Jim Cameron has several obsessions, and there's 3 primary obsessions he has. And you can see this through his entire filmography. And this man has been my favorite director since birth. When I came into this world, Terminator, the first Terminator just came out just a few years later. And everything from Terminator to Terminator 2 to Aliens to The Abyss to True Lies to Titanic to Avatar to Alita, which he produced, to the Cirque du Soleil film he produced, to the dozen documentaries in the ocean that he directed, to all the TV shows that he produced. If you look at everything he's created or put his hands on, they all have three primary obsessions in his projects. And in my opinion, it's the reason that his films are always gigantic, why they are all incredible. He doesn't have a single bad film. And why he has even though he doesn't make a lot of movies, he's only made a dozen of them now. All of them have been some of the best films. They're all in everyone's top 25 lists or top 50 lists, I'd say. But most importantly, two of them are the biggest films in history. And I'm pretty sure this is about to be the third. And there's a reason for that. His three obsessions are, and I won't say in order of appearance, but technology. So he has an obsession with technology. He has an obsession with nature. And he has an obsession with humanity. And those three things are at the heart of everything he's ever made. Everything he's ever made. You can go back to Terminator. It's all about technology in the future because of what we've done to nature and the ethics and moral code of humanity. And if love is strong enough to cross the boundaries of time to save humanity, that's literally what's going on in Terminator. You can pick anything at random. Titanic, same thing. Bleeding edge of technology, not just in how he filmed it, but in the actual ship. Titanic was bleeding edge technology. And it's all taking place where? Nature. The most dangerous thing in the world. If there's anything that could take down the Titanic, it was going to be Mother Nature. And humanity, of course, how does it respond? Is humanity responsible for all of this? Should humanity even do what it did? Is humanity enough to save people? Will love be enough to sacrifice for someone? That's the theme of everything, right down to the previous Avatar and the new Avatar. And you can look at even the stuff he's produced. If you go back and watch that Cirque du Soleil film he produced, it was incredible. But go back and watch Alita, Battle Angel. Again, same themes, bleeding edge of technology and how it clashes with humanity and nature. It's always the themes, and it's no different here in Avatar 2. And this is why we connect so well with his films as a world. And this is one of the coolest things about James Cameron. And I hate to say this, and I've said this before. I don't hate to say this. I hate to say what it represents, though. Art is how we mark where we are in time. Artists are the bookkeepers of time. They're the gatekeepers of time. You can go back to the cave paintings all the way up to our films right now. You go back to the 80s and the films in the 80s. Go back to the music of the 60s. Go back to the paintings in the 18th century. You can, no matter where you go in time, art will tell you exactly what was going on in the world and in humanity at that time, which is one of the most incredible things about art. But what I was saying that I hate about that is the fact that it also tells us where each part of humanity is. Because this film, I would say it's going to do 700,000 to $1 billion here in America. It's going to do about 2.5 billion everywhere else in the world. This film will be the first film to break 3 billion. It's not going to be because of us. We'll fall short of $1 billion, I think. I think we'll end up around 800 million. We might hit $1 billion, but the rest of the world is what's going to do it. Because the rest of the world, this film is going to cross 2.5 billion easy. Because the rest of the world is genuinely obsessed with these particular themes. The themes of love and humanity and Mother Nature. and technology. These are all themes the rest of the world is very, very much in tune with. In America, we're so out of tune, it's ridiculous, you know. And I'm not gonna get into the politics of anything, but half of this country hates the other half, and that half hates the other half. Y'all all hate each other and yet claim to be American patriots. You can't love the country if you only love half of it. But that's where we're at in this country right now. And everyone's so blinded by hatred that they're forgetting about all the amazing things there are to love about each other, and to love about our country, and to love about our world, and why humanity is worth protecting, why you are worth protecting, why I'm worth protecting, why it is worth it for us to protect each other. And these themes are so, so fucking important. And Avatar just embodies all of those themes. And it's like pushing a reset button when it comes to escapism, because not a single drop of it takes place on our planet. Now, in the original, there's a director's cut, which I own in 4K Blu-ray and 3D. Sue me. I still have my 3D TV downstairs, and I watch this every now and then in 3D. Not gonna lie. But, sorry, my ring just went off again. But in the director's cut, it opens with 6.5 minutes of footage that was not in the theatrical release that takes place on Earth. So we get to see what Earth actually looks like now. And it is basically how I saw. I wouldn't mind seeing a film on Avatar's version of Earth, because it is just Blade Runner 3.0, and it is gorgeous and it is incredible. And I love to see more of that world. However, my point here is that the thing, and I talked about this a lot in one of my Penny, stop, baby. I talked about this. I did not mean come in here and bother me. No, go. No, Shelby, put my sandal down. Okay. I'm sorry. She wants to say hello to you guys again. Come here. Whee. Okay, baby. Okay. Can you go now? Can you be a good girl and go? All right. Go. So, what I was gonna say is, I'm sorry, my dogs are out of control. Let me just get that back in there. So, my point here is that, it is the biggest form of escapism that we've ever had in cinema. And I talked about this in another video. You can't name another film that takes place on another planet the entire length of the film. And if you can, not in this detail. And when I say this detail, there's a book out there, a hardcover book that has all 400 plus plant life, fauna that's in the first Avatar film. Actual linguists from USC and UCLA, the linguistic department was hired for several years to develop the actual Na'vi language, which is officially recognized as a language. It's a real language that they speak. The creatures, there are over 600 forms of wildlife in the original Avatar. Like, when I tell you the depth of the realization of this world, there is no equal in cinema. There are equals in novels, but not in cinema. And that's one of the things that makes this film so big, and why it's going to be so successful. So, and yes, it's going to be as successful as I am predicting. Mark my words. Come back and tell me I'm wrong if I'm wrong. Leave your predictions in the comments if you think I'm wrong. Whatever, I don't give a damn. I'm right. Right as rain. Sorry. Oh, let's finish this. Dang, I thought this was going to be like 10 minutes long. We're already at like 30 minutes. My bad. All right, let's finish this. Hey, you two. Hey. Chill. Chill out. Chill. All right. Oh my God, that shot right there with the well and the baby. There's going to be some insane tragedy in this. Ugh, the scale. Beautiful. Now, for those wondering what's happening right here in this sequence, he touched her face and he said strong heart, because when him and her, when Neytiri and Jake first met in the original Avatar, back when he was just a dumbass soldier driving an Avatar body as a human, and he got left behind in the forest and it was nighttime and he was getting attacked by these creatures, and Neytiri came and saved his life, even though she hated that she had to kill some of these creatures to do it. And as she was walking away, Jake tried to get her to help him out. She hit him and she said, "You're an idiot and you're useless. You're like a baby." And Jake said, "Well, why bother saving my ass?" And she kind of looks around, searching for the answer, and she says, "Because you have a strong heart." And so what Jake is doing here in this moment, which of clear pain and torment for her emotionally and physically, you can see it. She's crying. Her face, there's so much pain in Neytiri's eyes right here, but all he says is strong heart. He's signifying the journey that they've been on from the moment they met up until this moment. And man, if that ain't a fucking full circle for you, that is just incredible. The amount of callback and the amount of just, it's all connected. And I just love that so very much. And the fact that she grits her teeth, bends down, picks up the bow, and continues on with her man. Bruh. Love story for the fucking ages. Their whole world burning to the ground. December 16th. I can't freaking wait. Their whole world burning to the ground. And when your whole world is burning to the ground, when it's all falling apart around you, you don't look at the world when you're in a relationship. You look at each other. That's when you need to be your strongest. And again, these are just themes that echo so heavily for so many people around the world. And these are the reasons that people connect so much with Avatar. Anyways, once again, a video that I thought was going to be 6 or 7 minutes has turned into damn near 45 minutes. So I'm going to stop right there. I hope you guys enjoyed my conscious stream of thought analysis on the first official full-length trailer for Avatar 2: The Way of Water, which comes out in theaters December 16th. Of course, I will be there December 15th. I will get my tickets for that opening night Thursday. I will be seeing it in 3D, IMAX, AMC, every format this thing comes out in, I'm going to watch it in, and probably a dozen times in theaters. So you can look for my next review to either come if he decides to drop another trailer, because for those of you that weren't alive back then, because I was a kid back then, and when the first Avatar came out, what he did was he waited until I think it was like 40 to 45 days from opening, and then he dropped trailers like damn near every day. There was a new 30-second trailer. It was really crazy how it built up the hype. I mean, it would be like 29 days, 28 days, 20, and it would say that in the trailer, 27 days, 26 days. It was like a countdown showing just little moments. And man, if that didn't build up my fucking hype, I remember I could barely contain myself by the time the movie came out. So who knows what their marketing scheme is this time. This is only the second time they've shown footage from the film, and it is only about almost 45 days away. So let's see what they do with the marketing. I don't think they need to show anymore, but I'm almost positive they're going to drop 3 or 4 more small trailers with little juicy tidbits. Anywho, all right, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have something to say, if you agree or disagree with me, go ahead and leave it down in the comments. I respond to every comment, as you can see in all my other videos. And on that note, I will see you guys next time. Love y'all, be good to each other, and I will see you. Peace. No, really, you can go now. Come on, don't make this awkward. Just go. Click on something else. Guys, it's YouTube. There's like a million other things to watch. Go. What is wrong with you? Why are you watching this? It's over. Go away. All right, well, if you're still here, why don't you go over to shopglowstickbay.com and pick up one of the new hats or one of the new shirts that we got on sale. This is one of the new luxury snapbacks. It comes in, I want to say I made 16 color combinations. Go check it out over at shopglowstickbay.com. And be sure to pick something up. It all looks phenomenal. There are hoodies, sweatshirts, workout clothes, gym bags, book bags, all sorts of cool stuff over there. Go check it out. There's no way you're still here. Stop. Oh, what are you doing? Literally go watch something else. Why are you still here? This is weird, bro. All right, you want to have a blinking contest? All right, let's see who blinks first. Ready? Okay, hang on. Go. Wait, something's in my eye. Hang on. Okay. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. It's still there. I'm telling you, there was something in my eye. You fucking cheated. You did that, didn't you? Okay, here we go. Go. You blinked. I saw you. You blinked. Don't even deny it. No. You blinked. Stop. You blinked. Okay, hang on. All right, we'll try one more time. All right, ready? Go. Oh, God. My eyes are like glazing over right now. It feels so crazy. Damn it. All right, enough of that. Get out of here. Are you literally still here right now? All right, I'm done with this. I'm out of here. Bye.